Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar, along with Matt Miller. Let's get to some stocks on the move. And doing that for us right now is Bloomberg News equities reporter Bailey Lipschultz. We had a bunch of earnings after the closing bell, and that's where you're focusing
Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
welcome
man.
back.
Thanks,
See, I was in Tokyo for the last 3 months.
Back in America, lovely New York City.
Tokyo Drift, baby.
That's right. How was it?
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Clean, people are nice, affordable. Everything New York's not, but it's fine.
Affordable? Wow.
Interesting. Duolingo. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, starting with Duolingo, right now up about 12%. This coming after beating expectations. Second quarter results on key metrics. You're talking about daily active users, missing expectations, but things like revenue, paid subscribers for the most part, beating expectations. Adjusted EBITDA, almost $79 million year over year, up 64%. Estimates were for close to 60%. This is a stock, though, that was up more than 25% initially on the earnings and still is down quite a bit from its peak back in May. So working through some of those concerns, but it does seem like at least the second quarter results beating expectations and a really strong third quarter guidance.
Ticker is DUOL. And again, as you said, I mean, not as high as it was in the aftermarket, but still up almost 12% here.
Did you use Duolingo to brush up on your Japanese?
I had a 100-day streak. Ask me how many words I could say.
How many?
6.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They trained me how to like order red shoes, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm not buying red shoes, but I'm really excited to be able to interact with grandkids as well.
But if you should need to do it, you can do
That's
it.
what I thought.
Let's
All
get to Dash.
To be fair,
DoorDash. What?
Japanese is a difficult language.
It is
Carol's just rushing us through. Okay, get us to DASH. Get us to DoorDash.
All right, DoorDash right now up more than 4%. Ticker Dash, so one of my favorite tickers. This coming after the company beat expectations. Big thing standing out is their guidance for gross order value for 3Q coming well ahead of what Wall Street was looking for. They're penciling in $24.2 billion to $24.7 billion. Street was at $23.8 billion. But this is a stock, guys, that closed at a record high before results, has more than doubled in last year, and is a top 10 performer in the S&P 500 over the last 12 months. So this is a company that has been absolutely dominating, even though we're concerned about the consumer.
Right.
Seemingly people are ordering food.
I don't get that.
What is your favorite ticker?
My favorite ticker?
Yeah, I like Hog. The Harley Davidson ticker.
I like Woof for Petco.
I like
Yes.
Woof.
Yeah.
I like Woof.
Wolf is quite good. DIS is Disney, and I don't know, this company had, in some senses, the earnings were amazing, right? We had Geetha Ranganathan earlier telling us that the theme parks business is growing at like 25% or something, and that's a business that's just made to milk consumers of their money. But what's been the issue that investors had with?
It's not as good as people expected. I mean, the cable, the regional, linear, not really what Wall Street was looking for. And the one thing to keep in mind is even with today's drop, only really down 2.7%. So not a huge sell-off, worst day since April, but it had been up more than 14% between the report and last earnings. So when you look at it on a 3-month basis, really not a bad performance. So maybe elevated expectations. The big thing with a lot of these earnings are, okay, well, what's the whisper? What are investors actually looking for? But broadly speaking, when you look through analyst reactions, and even when I talked to a few investors this morning, it was kind of like, I guess, sell the news.
I heard so much about cable and linear TV. And meanwhile, ESPN makes a deal with NFL to take the most valuable sports franchise into streaming. Like, who cares about cable now? Like, why does Disney care about cable? They have the app. I'll pay them whatever they need to watch NFL.
Well, especially like going through social media, the reaction that ESPN is going to bring NFL Red Zone in-house.
Right.
A lot of uncertainty. As long as Scott Hansen is on air for 8 hours every Sunday, I'm in, and I will watch it no matter what.
And you'll pay $20 a month or whatever you need to pay.
Or stream it through various
That's what I'm saying.
operations.
Oh, you'll find a different way to get it for free. You'll use your buddy's password.
I've got people who are paying subscriptions.
I so love watching guys talk about sports. It's like, just, you guys are lost.
You went cars to sports?
I know. Gift, you're welcome.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio Live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.